It is it's Wednesday, June 30th, 2021. I'm on my way to the gym right now. Seek, ask, knock, seek, and ask. It's so easy. It's so easy to get caught up in what other people have, what other people do, to look at what other people have and what other people are doing and say, that's me, that's what I want. And the truth of the matter is, it's either not what you really want, or it's not who you really are. And so we can spend a whole lifetime chasing behind something that we think is for us, never getting it, and always wondering, why is this eluding us? I remember I was in the shower yesterday, and I don't know if it was something I was listening to, because I have these little tiny Bluetooth speakers in every room, and I started thinking about my past. I started thinking about where I came from. My first rejection in life was my mother. That was my first introduction to rejection, was my mother. And when I start thinking about, I was thinking about life, and I was thinking about I'm trying to put this into words. I was thinking about how other people perceive the happiness of their life. And there's some people that have money but want kids. Some people who have kids that want money. And it's almost like everybody is constantly trying to trade places. And I started thinking, because yesterday and the day before that, I opened up savings accounts for my daughters. And now my sons have savings accounts. My daughters have savings accounts. And then yesterday, so that was Monday, then Tuesday, I opened them up trade accounts. Both of them. So now they all have trade accounts. So their savings money goes into their trade account and starts earning them a return. And as I was taking a shower, I was thinking about these things, and I started thinking, you're very rich. Just kind of to myself. Jermaine, you're very rich. There's people with money that wish they could have what you have. You're very rich. Don't ever feel less than. You're very rich. And that is the case, and that is very true. But as people, we want things. But I also know as a believer, you don't want things to have you. And so you have to be careful. You have to be very careful. Very, very, very careful about trying to adopt somebody else's dreams. Because it's kind of like trying to put on somebody else's shoes. Not all shoes are one size fits all. And I think that's why it's even more important as a believer to be led by the Spirit. Now, there's some key signs immediately that you're moving in the wrong direction. If evil spirits prevail in those areas that you're trying to move into, trust that that's not the area you're supposed to go into. Matter of fact, you're supposed to go into the opposite direction. Trust. But truth be told, you may be rich and not even know it. You may be poor in health and rich in spirit. You may be poor in things and rich in family. You may be rich in money and poor in health. There's this guy I watch, and he talks about mortgage loans and seems very successful. He talks about his success. He talks about, the things he's done, where he's been at, and you can see the signs of it. And he usually just does the camera like this way up. And I remember when I seen a full picture of his body, he was very heavy. It's very heavy. And the fact that he makes the camera go from the neck up leads me to believe he's insecure about it. And so I got to thinking, I'm like, man, you're pretty sharp. You don't really look like you should be heavy. You look like, the way you talk, you look like you should take better care of yourself, because being heavy has more to do with eating than anything else. I mean, you could take good care of yourself. You ain't got to work out. You don't have to work out to look fit. And so he may be rich in some areas and poor in others. You just never know. You just don't know. So you digress. And you have to pull back and say, I need to analyze what makes me happy. I need to analyze what gets this done. We know what gets it done for you. We know what gets it done for you. We know. We understand all this. But I need to find out what makes me happy. And the best I can tell you, it's a feeling. It's when you've tried every other thing. You tried every other thing. And it doesn't give you that full level of satisfaction. And you're still seeking. Could be you ain't found happiness. or you're not looking in the right places.